Welcome to the Supreme Hustle Experience. Hi, my name is Terrence, and today I want to talk about starting a YouTube channel from scratch, going from zero to hero in 2025. The reason why I'm making this video today is because I'm challenging myself to begin to incorporate YouTube into my content creation. Building a YouTube channel from this point, meaning I am not marketing this YouTube channel. I'm doing it all organically because one, I want to be able to level up my skill set in a few technologies so that I am able to be more proficient. And two, I want to see how long would it take to start getting people to start watching the videos. So there's a few things that I need to start working on and start working with in order for me to get people to click on my videos when they don't know who I am, and they can see that the view counts are very low, if not zero. So one of the things that I know that I need to level up on is learning how to write good YouTube channels, YouTube titles. See, just made a mistake right there. YouTube titles. And the reason why I need to understand how that works, because there's some SEO involved in that, some keywords that I'm going to have to be able to target for in order to be able to reach the type of viewers that I want to reach in this particular niche, which is going to be more about building something, starting businesses from scratch and talking about new ideas in business and what you can do to level up, as well as start new side hustles to make you extra income or possibly make it a full-time gig. Now, another thing that I have to level up on and that I'm working on too is my thumbnails. Now, you're going to notice that this thumbnail looks pretty good now because I actually started on the 1st of December, 2024. This is now December 11th, 2024. And those first 10 days, if you go back and you see any of those videos, I don't even have them inside of a playlist they call challenge. This is the first video that's going to go into this playlist. So that first 10 days, I learned how to write some titles, good titles, and being more effective. Also, how to create my own thumbnails and not, pay someone to make them for me, because I am a one-man shop, meaning I don't have anybody else doing anything else. I'm not paying anyone to create my graphics. I'm not paying anyone to help me to write this content, to film the videos, or to even to edit these videos. I am doing all of this myself, and I'm doing this for a good reason. I want to learn how to do it. I want to make sure I'm proficient in it, and I have to be proficient in the tools. That means there's a learning curve. And some of these tools that I'm using to incorporate into my channel content. Also, too, I'm also becoming better at talking in front of the camera. I find myself doing a few hiccups here and there on when I made a mistake earlier, and I'm going to leave that in this video. But one of the things that I'm doing now is I'm filming one shot, one take is the goal. That's not always ideal because I'm not really bringing out any big points right now. So eventually, when I start getting to that stage of creating my content, I'm going to have an outline. I'm going to probably use a teleprompter to help me stay focused and make sure I bring out the points so that I am talking directly into the camera like I'm talking to you. Now, if you are watching this video, again, I like to say thank you, because I'm not really expecting anybody to be watching it. These videos, to be honest with you, are for me. They're for me to level up and get better at my skill set. The next thing is I'm focusing on now understanding how to create my, what I call keywords, doing keyword research, my SEO. Also, I had to learn how to set this channel up correctly. And eventually, as I get better at editing the videos and get more proficient at editing the videos, I'll make a tutorial on how I set my channel up. But I don't have any data to go by. Nobody's watching the videos yet, so I don't know what's the best approach yet. all I can do is use a tool called vidIQ that has helped me to make sure that my titles are engaging and that it gives me a score to let me know that this is a particular good title. As a matter of fact, this particular title, vidIQ showed me that it's a really good title. It's about a 90 on a scale of a 1 to 100. I'm assuming 1 to 100 because I've just started using this tool the 1st of December. I'm not promoting it right now. I don't have an affiliate link, so there's nothing to click on for this particular affiliate. So I'm not doing any affiliate marketing just yet. But one of the things it also does is it gives me a score for my thumbnail. It even gives you an idea on what type of thumbnail goes great with this title. Now, in the beginning, I used those suggestions to kind of create my title. If you go back and look at the first 10 days of this channel, if you're new to this channel now, and if depending on how many videos I'm in right now and when you watch it, you can see the progression of my thumbnail creation, how I have leveled up and I'm getting better, and I'm learning how to create thumbnails that should be able to get people to click on my particular video. But it hasn't happened yet. I am posting a video every single day. I'm not posting 3 or 4 or 5 videos because I'm more so focused on quality, making sure that my sound is good. If you go back and watch the previous videos early on, the first couple of days, the sound was horrible. It had a hum to it and a lot of background noise. It didn't sound good. So I progressively worked on that each video after that. And now I'm getting better at the sound. The sound quality is much, much better. Now, another thing that I'm working on is how to articulate myself. You may not understand sometimes some of the words that I have said because I didn't articulate it. So I'm working on my speech, on how to articulate and enunciate each word. Because I've looked at some of the videos in the past, and sometimes my words just run on and they don't sound like they were precise and clear. And so that's something else that I'm working on. And that's what's leading me up to this point. Some of the tools that I've said earlier and I talked about that I'm using the Adobe Suite. I'm using Premiere to edit my videos. I'm using Photoshop to make my thumbnails. I'm using Illustrator to make different assets. I'm using Lightroom for the pictures that I take so that I can edit them to put in my thumbnail. So I have the Creative Suite to help me create all of my assets for this channel. Now, for you may not can afford that, and it does have a learning curve. It takes time to learn these type of tools, so it can be very pricey for a person that's a beginner. So there's a couple of assets or sites you can use, or applications or software that you can use. I'm fumbling over my words again. That you can use that's free, that you can learn how to create your own assets and also edit your videos. And those things, let me go to the computer here. I didn't have it up. I should have had it up. And here we go. We have one that's called CapCut is a video editing software that's free. I don't use it, not yet. I'll play around with it later on to kind of get an understanding of how it works. But from my understanding, this is a free tool. I use Premiere. Also here, GIMP. GIMP has been around for a long time. I remember years ago when I started to get into Photoshop, I played around with GIMP in the beginning, and it's much more advanced now. So this is the alternative to Photoshop, and it's free. You can download it and you can work with this as well in order for you to build your thumbnails. And I just want to show those to you right now because those are some tools that you can use for free. Now, again, eventually you're going to have to pay to play. You're going to have to level up by getting better equipment, better tools. Like, for instance, I'm shooting this video on a Canon R5 or 7R5, and that is a relatively expensive professional type of camera, but I'm getting into photography, so that's what I purchased the cameras for. Matter of fact, I have I have a Sony ecosystem. I have lenses, and I know the importance of having good equipment. But let me explain. It took me years to get here. I've been planning for this type of stuff for years. I will buy equipment when I can afford to buy the equipment. I can buy this piece of prop, or I can buy this piece of equipment. I can buy this software. I can play around with it. So I've had a head start for years, but now I'm ready to go into 2025, actually wanting to build my own channel that I can learn how to build it and understand how I got to where I am. And that's why I'm going step by step, just like slow cooking. You slow cook a big pot of a gumbo, or if you are slow cooking or smoking your ribs or something like that. If you let the process and take some time to go through it, it just comes out better and flavorful and juicy, right? And so this is what I'm doing with this channel. I want to be able to go through the slow process, learn every aspect one step at a time. And once I become efficient at it, then that's when I'll start teaching other people or sharing with other people what I have already learned. Now, I do have experience as a software engineer. I am a software engineer. So understanding the technology is not a stretch for me. And yes, I do teach software engineering. So I'm already apt to teaching. And I do have a channel on teaching for a curriculum, but that's for a particular curriculum. It's not for me to monetize it, not at least for right now, but it's for something just for my learners to have something to go back and look at what we talked about in the curriculum. But this channel is primarily focused on business and me helping other people, encouraging them to start a startup or start a business or start a YouTube channel or whatever it is. But I want to document every step of the way. So if you have watched this video all the way to now, thank you, because it's appreciated. And if you did watch it to this point, do me a favor. Like, subscribe, and leave a comment. And share it if you think this is some good information that you think other people may want to tap into. I don't expect a lot right now because I'm really not giving a lot of value, I believe, right now. So that's why these videos are for me, to go back and look at them and to make sure I'm improving. Because that's what it's all about, improving. So my motto for the channel, of course, is the more you do, the more you prove. Let me say that again. The more you do, the more you improve. That's how you level up. All right, then. Take care. See you on the next day.